Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a 5-star audit. I believe this was started by Meg with Books. I think she was the first one to create this whole, I don't know if it's a challenge, video idea. And I've seen a ton of booktube friends doing it. I've seen Gabby doing it, I've seen Katie doing it, I've seen Riley doing it, I've seen Kayla doing it. So I know I'm really late to this. I'm really late to this. I've been putting this video off because I thought it was really cool. I wanted to do it when I first saw it, but I feel like I'm going to fail miserably at this. Because basically, what you do is you look at all the books that you've given 5 stars. In my case, I'm also including some 4.5-star books just because I don't have that many 5 stars. I thought I had way more, but I really don't. But you look at all your 5-star books and you try to group them into categories to see if you can figure out what makes you give a book 5 stars. I wanted to do this because I feel like I've been having such a hard time finding 5-star books recently. I feel like I'll get one here and there, but I used to have like 5 books in a month that were 5-star reads, and I feel like I'm pulling teeth to get one 5-star a month. I wanted to see if this was actually gonna help me figure out why I give books 5 stars, and then maybe I can figure out what to look for. I feel like this is going to be a very hard video for me to film because I don't know if I know why I give books 5 stars sometimes. I feel like a lot of times I just feel like it's a 5-star, so I give it a 5-star. And that's it. So I'm a little nervous that I'm not going to be able to group these books like everyone else is. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to put these books into categories. I have no idea. So I don't know if this is going to be a total fail because I've seen everyone else doing this and it looks really like easy and like they know what they're doing, and I feel like I'm not gonna know what I'm doing. So I also did not include manga, and I'm not including books that I am not certain I would still give 5 stars to this day. So I went back to 2019 and then to 2023, obviously. I will link everyone's videos that I mentioned that has done this down below so you can check theirs out, because I have a feeling theirs are going to be much better than mine. Okay, so I started with 6 tiers just because I feel like if I need to add more, I can, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to group these in more than like 6 categories. So, I mean, we'll see, but that's what I did. So I have 6 little tiers here. I'm gonna name them as we go because I really don't know what they're gonna be named, obviously. And then all the books are down here. Like I said, some of them are 4.5, and then some 5 stars are missing because I just don't know if they would actually be a 5-star anymore. First up is I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. I gave this 4.5 stars. This was not a 5-star book, but it was just wild. And I know that sounds so stupid. I feel like I can't make a category. It was wild. So like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I think I have to leave I'm Thinking of Ending Things because I don't know if that's actually, I don't know where to put that one. Let's look at Brother. Brother is one of my favorite books to this day. I love Brother. And I feel like Brother was just really painful. Like, it hurt my heart. Literally, like, it hurt so bad. What if I just called it Hurt My Heart? Hurt My Heart. And I feel like Brother is a perfect example of a book that like hurt my heart. That ending hurt me so badly. Like, I was traumatized after reading Brother in a great way. Love the book, but it definitely like hurt my heart. Pen Pal is also one that really hurt my heart. The ending like was like a lot emotionally for me. Just like hurt me. But I also feel like I could go in another category. Oh, Tender as the Flesh. What if I call one like disgusting but in a good way? Because I feel like Tender as the Flesh is disgusting, and honestly Gone to See the Riverman is too. I mean, if you've read Gone to See the Riverman, you know. That might have to be renamed, honestly, because I don't know if any of these others are gonna be able to be like disgusting, because I feel like those might be the only two. So we might have to come back to that. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm already messing up. Some of these I feel like I gave 5 stars because they were just like really fun, or like they were just really entertaining, and that was it. So what if I called, oh, I forgot that there's a top part. So what if I just call super fun? Is that stupid too? I don't know. Final Girls by Riley Sager is my favorite Riley Sager, which I know is a super unpopular opinion, but I love Final Girls. It's my favorite one, and I don't think it's anything like majorly amazing, but I just had like a really good time when I was reading it. It was just fun. The same thing with like The Return by Rachel Harrison. Not my favorite Rachel Harrison. I think I gave it 4.5 stars, but it was just super fun. I feel like I'm not very good at stuff like this. Oh, maybe the same thing with An Unwanted Guest. I feel like you know what though? An Unwanted Guest and The Guest List are two that I loved based off the setting. Like, I just really enjoyed the setting. Like, I liked the book, but I really liked where it was and like that kind of thing. So I wonder if setting could also play a part. Okay, well, I'm seeing The Nothing Man, which I kind of am, the thing about The Nothing Man is the reason I loved it, it hurt my heart really badly, but also I love true crime that is fictionalized. I don't really love reading nonfiction at all. Like, I'm just not a nonfiction person, but especially like true crime, I don't like really like reading too much about like real true crime, because it just like makes me really anxious and it sends me down like kind of like a spiraling path. So I really like fictionalized true crime. So I feel like that also could be one, because Before You Know My Name is also like a fictionalized true crime vibe, but I don't know if there's anything else. I feel like some of you are probably watching this and you're like, oh my god, group it like this, and I just like can't, because I can't think. Ooh, Boys in the Valley. This is gonna be all over the place. I'm so sorry, everybody. That one can go and hurt my heart because that ending destroyed me. So that one can definitely go into hurt my heart. You know what? Super fun sounds stupid. I'm gonna call it just plain fun. Women's wrongs and women's rights. Okay. Women's wrongs and women's rights. That sounds so dumb. But like Slewfoot, I feel like could go in this category. I feel like Confessions could go in this category. I feel like They Never Learn could go in this category. Not this one. This one. What else was I saying could go in that category? Cackle. Let's see. To be fair, Little Secrets could also go in that, because that one, the main character does some wild things. The Housemaid should go into just plain fun, which I know some people hate that book. I understand. I just had a really good time when I read it, and it was super fast, super fun. I loved it. I feel like the setting sometimes plays like such a huge part that like I am so much more sucked in to the story. So I would say the setting, I don't know, we'll just call it the setting, I guess. I don't know if I need to come up with like something fun, but I feel like The Guest List is one that I really loved the setting. I feel like I Remember You was also the setting. That and the twists were really good in I Remember You, so that one could move depending, but we'll see. I guess we could do twists. Twists that got me. because I feel like if it takes a lot for a twist to actually get me. So I feel like the Decagon House Murders could definitely go there, because that twist I did not see coming at all, and I was super, super happy about that. The Last House on Needless Street also was a twist that got me. Absolutely loved that one so freaking much. I'm gonna put The Appeal in just plain fun, because I had so much fun reading The Appeal. I absolutely loved that one. Cirque Berserk should also go in just plain fun, because that one was just such a good slasher and I had such a freaking good time with it. You know what? The Haunting of Lee Harker has to go in. Oh, nope, not there. The Haunting of Lee Harker needs to go in Hurt My Heart, because that book made me sob. I was so sad when I read that. I want to do something with the true crime aspect, but I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm thinking about putting The Nothing Man into Hurt My Heart along with Before You Knew My Name, because I feel like those two really hurt my heart. Same with Come With Me by Ronald Malfi, actually. That one also hurt my heart, because that one's about like losing a significant other, and that's just something that like destroys me in books. So that one definitely hurt. I feel like true crime could go in Disgusting in a Good Way, because it was really, really gross, but I had fun with it. So could Kin, actually. I feel like that one, I mean, cannibals and that kind of stuff is disgusting in a good way. I could put Small Spaces in a twist that got me, because to be fair, there was a twist in that I was totally shocked by, and I did not expect it at all. I'm gonna put My Best Friend's Exorcism in just plain fun, because I feel like it doesn't fit into the other categories. I feel like it didn't like really affect me as emotionally as it did some people, and I feel like it was just one of those books that like I had a good time with, so I'm gonna put it there. I feel like I'm gonna put Pen Pal in Twists That Got Me, because while I feel like the book was super emotional for me, the ending also was super emotional. The twist ending was like a gut punch. I'm just not sure. I feel like some of these could go so many ways, and I'm just not sure. I feel like I'm gonna have to create a new tier. I feel like Dear Laura could go into Disgusting in a Good Way, but it's not like bloody disgusting. It's just like the situation is like really gross and icky. I liked it, so I don't know if that counts, but I think I'm gonna put A House with Good Bones into just plain fun, because it's kind of crazy, but it was really fun and I liked that about it. I think I'm gonna put Local Woman Missing also with Twist That Got Me, because the ending twist I didn't actually see coming and I really enjoyed that, so I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put Whale Fall into the setting, because I mean the main character is like inside a whale, like he got swallowed by a sperm whale. It also hurt my heart, but I feel like the setting was more of the reason why I was like affected by that book, so I'm gonna put Whale Fall there. The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell I'm also gonna put in the Twist That Got Me, because the ending twist I actually did not see coming and it really shocked me, so I'm gonna put that one there as well. I feel like I could put Venko in Women's Rights and Women's Wrongs, because the main characters are all women and they're just like the best group of witches and I love them so much, so I'm maybe gonna put that one there, because it's women's rights and women's wrongs, or sorry, women's wrongs and women's rights. So I feel like The Last Word was just fun, just plain fun. It was just a fun book. You know what? Actually, I'm thinking of ending things. I can just put it in Twist That Got Me, because I did not expect the ending twist. So I'm just gonna put that one there. Moon of the Crusted Snow, it could be the setting for sure, but it also, I feel like the writing worked really well for me. We have another tier, so I'm gonna have it, what should I do? Okay, Battle Royale is gonna be a hard one, because Battle Royale, I'm looking at this one now, because Battle Royale could either go into Hurt My Heart, because it really messed me up in the end, or the setting, because I feel like it's, you know, they're all forced to be in this isolated situation and they all have to like fight to the death, right? To have one winner. So I feel like the setting is obviously one of the reasons why I really, really, really loved Battle Royale, because I love anything that's like Hunger Games-esque or Battle Royale-esque, or, you know, when people are stuck in one setting and they can't get away from that, I feel like that's good. So maybe I'll put Battle Royale into the setting place. I don't know though. I feel like that one could move. We'll leave it there for now. We could do something about characters, because I'm seeing something like White Smoke, which I love the main character of White Smoke, and I felt like she was very relatable and I felt like I could relate to her. So that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with White Smoke. So I'm wondering if like the characters could be one, and then we could put White Smoke there. And Mina and the Slayers I feel like could go into for characters. I'm using Voices in the Snow to represent the whole Black Winter series because I didn't want to have each book, because I gave them all 5 stars. So I feel like Voices in the Snow could definitely go into the characters as well. I'm gonna put Lock Every Door in Twist That Got Me, because I did feel like that twist was really shocking and I didn't expect it, so I'm gonna put it there. I'm wondering if I should put Goth in Disgusting in a Good Way, because some of those stories were really messed up and I think that just makes sense. So I'm gonna put Goth in Disgusting in a Good Way. Some of these I just don't know why I gave 5 stars. That's my problem. I'm gonna put Sour Candy in Just Plain Fun. A Verity could go into like our unhinged women category. It could also go into Just Plain Fun, because I just thought Verity was fun. It's like the only Colleen Hoover I've liked, and I know that some people hate it, but I had a good time while reading it and I like devoured it. So I feel like it could go into, you know, more of our unhinged women territory, or it could go into Just Plain Fun. So I don't know about that one yet. We'll keep looking. I'm gonna put Mexican Gothic in the characters because Noemi is like one of my favorite main characters of all time. So I'm gonna put her there. The Sundown Motel and No Exit could both go into Just Plain Fun. I'm gonna put the Writing Retreat in setting because I really liked the setting of the Writing Retreat and I think that's one thing that made me like really love it. So I'm gonna do that. The Haunting of Maddie Clare I'm gonna put for the characters. My Dearest Darkest I also might put for characters. Near the Bone I'm gonna put at the top for supporting women's rights and women's wrongs because I love the main character and I loved the ending of that book. So we're gonna leave that like that. And then I'm gonna put Camp Slasher in Just Plain Fun because it was just a really fun, like typical slasher story that I had a good time while reading. Pretty Girls honestly hurt my heart. I feel like it was disturbing, but also like it made me really emotional. So I feel like I'm gonna put Pretty Girls in Hurt My Heart. I don't know if anyone will understand what I mean, but it just did, okay? The Last Thing to Burn I'm also gonna put in Hurt My Heart because it was just like a really intense story to read about. I feel like An Unwanted Guest I'm gonna put in setting because I just love a snowy, isolated thriller. It's just like one of my favorites. I wonder if I should put Wrong Place, Wrong Time in Twist That Got Me because there were like 3 or 4 twists in that book and I only predicted like one of them. So I did feel like the twists did get me. It was kind of wild. So we'll put it there for now. If I want to move it, I'll move it. It's not a big deal. The Lost Village, which is another book that everyone hates. I think I might put it for the setting because I just liked that they were filming in this like abandoned place. Let's make a new tier. Actually, we'll do Actually Scared Me. Okay, that's a good one because I feel like then Where He Can't Find You can go there, and also No One Gets Out Alive can go there. And I don't know if there was any others that like creeped me out and scared me. Well, The Haunting of Ashburn actually did scare me because there was this one scene. And Gallows Hill actually too, because there was that spider scene. So I felt like that one was really creepy. I'm gonna put Wormwood into the characters because it is a coming of age and I feel like I was tied emotionally to the characters. I'm gonna put My Sister the Serial Killer in Just Plain Fun because I feel like that was a really fun one. It could go into women's wrongs and women's rights because, I mean, hello? If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put The Good House in the character section. This is hard. I feel like some of these could go in so many different places and it's like, I don't know what to do. We'll put The Year of the Witching. Actually, I don't know why I'm not even thinking about this. We're gonna put this in this one. Obviously, women's wrongs and women's rights. The Carol Hunt was the first Darcy Coates I've ever read, and I just had such a good time. Maybe I should just put it in Just Plain Fun. It was a good time. So we'll put it there. I'm wondering if I should put Bad Cree in Hurt My Heart, because it's a very grief-heavy story. You know what? I'm gonna put Bad Cree in Hurt My Heart. Like, in a good way, though. It hurt my heart in a good way. I feel like the one could be for the characters because I was, like, having a great time following them around, so I might just put it there. I feel like I'm thinking too hard about this, so... I wonder if I'll put a history... I think I'll put a History of Wild Places in for the setting because I really liked the setting and, like, the descriptions of this book, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Shiver in Twists That Got Me. I'm gonna put Come Closer into Actually Scared Me. I feel like that is true. I feel like I actually was freaked out when I was reading that one. I really just liked Horrid. I thought it was fun. So I might put Horrid into Just Plain Fun. I don't know. This is hard. I think I'm gonna put Verity in Just Plain Fun. I feel like Just Plain Fun is my biggest category because obviously I just base books off of if I have fun reading them or not. So Nest of Nightmares is also really hard because it's a short story collection too. So I feel like that one and Haunted Nights are super hard because they're short story collections, so I don't really know how to categorize them. See, I feel like I can make another category that is like, what? Because I feel like Tear would fit into that, When No One Is Watching could fit into that, and Jar of Hearts could fit into that. Because I feel like the whole time I was reading them, I was like, what? What? Like that? Right? And that could definitely be this book because I was like, what is going on the entire time? None of this is true. I could be like, what? You know? I feel like When No One Is Watching, I could do what for because like, what the heck is going on? To be fair, I feel like The Last House on Needless Street could actually go down to that one too. And I Remember You, because that one had me questioning everything the whole time I was reading it. So am I just making a new tier and then moving some? I feel like what, that kind of category makes sense because I feel like so many books I'm just like, what is happening? What is going on? Like, what? And I love books that keep me so confused and like on the edge of my seat like that. I feel like Stillhouse Lake could go into fun because it was really exciting. Honestly, it was just an exciting, fun read. Instead of just doing Just Plain Fun, we'll do Just Plain Fun and exciting. Okay, because I feel like exciting is a good one. Like Rosemary's Baby is a really hard one for me because it, like, I already knew the story when I read it and it was just, maybe I should just put it in fun. I feel like I'm putting so many of these in just fun because I don't know how else to explain these. You know what I mean? Maybe we should rename Disgusting in a Good Way to Dark, Disturbing, and disgusting. The 3 Ds. Dark, disturbing, and disgusting. Because then we could put Jar of Hearts there, because Jar of Hearts is a really dark thriller. I guess I'm gonna put Haunted Nights in Just Plain Fun too, which, I mean, I feel like so many of these are in Just Plain Fun, to be fair. A Nest of Nightmares could go into what? Because the stories in there are very bizarre and eerie and like creepy and just like weird. Is that like a bad way to explain it? I feel like what is maybe too confusing of a category title. I just really loved the characters in Southern Book Club. So I'm gonna put it in characters. I think the characters, it just makes sense, so I'm gonna do that. Knight's Edge could also be the characters, because I feel like what I really loved about Knight's Edge was the mother-daughter relationship that was portrayed in the story. I love a good mother-daughter relationship in horror, so I feel like Knight's Edge could be because of the characters, because that's why I was so invested into the story and like what was going on. I think I'm gonna go for characters, just because I feel like that was a big reason why I really liked the book. I'm gonna put the Winter People for the setting. I just feel like the wintry vibes were really what sold me for the Winter People. Now, House of Hunger, there were so many reasons I loved House of Hunger. Like, I loved the characters, I loved the setting, I loved the writing. I feel like I could have had writing on here as a category, but I don't pay attention too much to writing, honestly. So I feel like it's either the setting or the characters that I absolutely loved in House of Hunger. So I might just do the characters. House of Hunger is just one of those books where like everything about it I loved, so I don't know where it fits the best. I don't know. It's so hard. I think I'm gonna put it in Just Plain Fun and Exciting. I feel like that doesn't capture how I feel about House of Hunger. Okay, so I think this is the tier list. This is the final. So these are the categories. We have Women's Wrongs and Women's Rights. We have Just Plain Fun and Exciting, which is probably the biggest tier. We have Hurt My Heart, Dark, Disturbing, and Disgusting. Actually scared me. We have The Setting, Twist That Got Me, the characters, which is the second biggest category, and then we have what? I feel like that was probably the worst way to categorize all of these, honestly. I figured that it was going to be very, 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 very difficult. This is as good as it's gonna get. I feel like I'm not surprised that Just Plain Fun and Exciting is the biggest category, because I feel like I'm just here to be entertained most of the time. Hopefully that was fun and entertaining. I'm sure that everyone's groupings are way better than mine. I feel like mine was kind of chaotic, and honestly I feel like some of these could have been in so many categories. It was just so hard to pick. If you like these like tier ranking videos, let me know. I can do more. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments down below. I can try to do some more tier ranking videos in the future. So if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I also have a Patreon linked down in the description box. We can become friends, talk about books, horrifying books, thrilling books, romance books, manga, all that good fun stuff. And with that being said, I hope you are having a great day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!